I'm Miss Quiring, and I'm a kindergarten teacher from Westfield Charter Academy. We are going to continue working on our skill of a solution this week. So let's review what we have before we start a new story. We said Y stands for yes, a solution. A solution is how our problem gets fixed. While we are reading our book today, we want to make sure that we are looking for clues about how that problem is going to be fixed. And remember that good readers figure out a solution to help them understand how the problem gets fixed. So today, while we are reading, we are going to be looking for and listening for problems and, most importantly, the solution, how they are getting fixed. Today we are reading a book called Harry the Dirty Dog. Our author is Jean Zion and the pictures are by Margaret Bloy Graham. Now before we read this book, I'm wondering, does anybody have a pet at their house? Yeah, so a pet is an animal that lives in your home with you. I have a pet dog, and I know a lot of the kids in my class also have dogs or cats or fish as pets. Today we are going to be reading about a special pet named Harry, who is the dirty dog. Harry the Dirty Dog by Jean Zion and pictures by Margaret Bloy Graham. Harry was a white dog with black spots who liked everything except getting a bath. So one day, when he heard the water running in the tub, he took his scrubbing brush and he buried it in the backyard. Oh my goodness. So I'm stopping here because I'm seeing some clues that there might be a problem and maybe even a solution. So one thing I heard that Harry the dog, he wants to stay dirty, but his family wants him to be clean. That's his problem. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to our chart of problems. Our problem is Harry wants to stay dirty, but his family wants him clean. Now, to solve his problem about not wanting to be clean, what does Harry do to solve that problem on this page? Yeah, he took his brush and it says he buried it in the backyard. He tried to solve his problem by burying his brush in the yard. Let's see if that works. Then he ran away from home. He played where they were fixing the street, and he got very dirty. He played at the railroad, and he got even dirtier. He played with other dogs and became dirtier still. He slid down a coal chute and got the dirtiest of all. In fact, he changed from a white dog with black spots to a black dog with white spots. Although there were many other things to do, Harry began to wonder if his family thought that he really ran away. He felt so tired and hungry too. So, without stopping on the way, he ran all the way back home. Now, I'm hearing a new problem, right? First, he said he wanted to stay dirty so that his family doesn't wash him, and so he ran away and buried his brush. Now I'm hearing a different problem. It said that Harry wants to eat and sleep, but he can't because he ran away. So how's he solving this problem? What did our text tell us he's going to do to solve his problem about being hungry and tired? Yeah, it told us that Harry is going to go home. He is going to go back home so he can get some food and maybe some rest. When Harry got to his house, he crawled through the fence and he sat looking at the back door. One of the family looked out and said, "There's a strange dog in the backyard. By the way, has anybody seen Harry?" When Harry heard this, he tried really hard to show them that he was Harry. He started to do all of his old clever tricks. He flip-flopped and he flop-flipped. He rolled over and he even played dead. Now take a minute, turn and talk with somebody near you, or if you like, you can think in your head, what is his problem now? Our poor friend has so many problems. He wants to stay dirty. He wants to eat and sleep. Now, what's his problem? Yeah, if I look at the pictures, it looks like his family does not recognize him. They don't know who he is. So he wants to go inside the home, but they said, "There's a strange dog here. It's not Harry." Now, what's Harry doing in the pictures to say, "Hey, let me in, I am your dog"? How is he trying to help them recognize him? Yeah, he's trying to do all of his old tricks. So I'm going to put that as part of his solution. He's trying to do his tricks. So his family says, "Oh, that's Harry." And so he danced and he sang and he did the tricks over and over again. But everybody shook their heads and said, "No, that couldn't be Harry." Oh no, his solution isn't working. Harry gave up and he walked slowly towards the gate. But suddenly he stopped. He ran to the corner of the garden and he started to dig furiously. Soon he jumped away from the hole, barking short and happy barks. I wonder why. He'd found the scrubbing brush, and carrying it in his mouth, he ran into the house. I think I saw another clue. He tried his old tricks to solve the problem, right? And it didn't work. So what is he doing now? What is his solution to coming inside with his family? Yeah, right here on our page, it's telling us Harry took the brush inside. Let's see what happens next. So he ran into the house. Up the stairs he dashed, with the family following closely behind. He jumped into the bathtub and he set up begging with the scrubbing brush in his mouth, a trick that he had never done before. "This little doggy wants a bath," cried the little girl and her father. He said, "Well, why don't you and your brother give him one?" Harry's bath was the soapiest one he ever had, and it worked like magic. As soon as the children started to scrub, they began shouting, "Mommy, Daddy, look, come quickly." "It's Harry, it's Harry, it's Harry," they cried. Harry wagged his tail and was very, very happy. His family combed and brushed him lovingly, and he became once again a white dog with black spots. It was wonderful to be home. After dinner, Harry fell asleep in his favorite place, happily dreaming of how much fun it had been getting dirty. He slept so soundly, he didn't even feel the scrubbing brush he had hidden underneath his pillow. Awesome. So I heard at our very last page here that Harry ended up solving his problem by bringing the brush inside and being with his family. So let's go ahead and add to our story chart. All right, take a minute, think about the setting. Where did we see Harry go in our book? Where was it at? I wrote down 3, but there are more. He was at Harry's house, the yard, and in town. Now, how about talking characters? Who are the people animals, or objects in our story today that were talking? Yeah, you got it. I have Harry because we could hear his thoughts, right? And we also saw Harry's family were some talking characters. Oops, a problem. Try to think, what was our first problem that Harry had? I think I heard it. His problem is that Harry wanted to be clean, but he can't because he hid it in the bush, right? So first he didn't want a bath, but once he wanted to come home, that was his problem. He wanted to be clean so his family could see him, but he had buried his brush away, so his family didn't know who he was. Are the attempts to resolve? We already got those all down, all the different ways we saw Harry trying to solve his problem. Until finally, yes, a solution. How did Harry solve his problem? You got it. Harry gives the brush to his family. So he tried a couple different things, but at the very end, he had to give the brush to his family so they could wash him and see who he was. All right, we have one more book this week to do with our Yes, a Solution.